losers, which is crazy.
Well, RJ lost to Evie, so I mean, that makes sense.
Still kind of crazy.
But let's get started here. Black Twins opting with the Aegis. He has a wide stable of characters, but this has been the one that he's really been focusing on lately, and you can see why. You know, the speed coming through from just that Mythra, able to blow up that zone that Train is trying to build.
And it makes a lot of sense in this matchup too, right? Foresight's so strong against zoners, just allowing you to find ways in. And early, right, and already found like quick 71, playing very disciplined under these platforms, right? Kind of using the platforms to lane off where these bombs can come in, where these charge shots can find their mark. And it's just been very difficult for Train to even find a route in. That was crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. And you know, the thing about that move is, that's still ballsy to go for, obviously, but there's barely any lag on that if you don't fully charge it.
Yep, and I mean, it's so active too, right? It can be very hard to avoid that hit stun modifier on it as well.
For sure.
Means that once you get hit by a little bit, well, you're stuck for the length of the whole thing anyways. And Black Twins is picking up right where he left off, right? Racking on that heat, some extra damage. And finally, Train's going to find a hit, get a little bit of an advantage state going in a corner situation, but he has to capitalize if he wants to stay in this game.
Yeah, I think one of the equalizers here is going to be the offstage game for Train here. Pyra Mythra's recovery is okay, and Samus definitely has the ability to edge guard, but like you were talking about, the foresight is
one
nuts.
Of the best ledge trap games as well, right? Yeah. Neither Pyra or Mythra's recovery snapped to ledge particularly easily, but Black Twins finding a way back, right? Making it happen, and Train already lapped in percent, trying to find a way back to stage himself, and Black Twins is doing a fantastic job moving with this Pyra.
For sure. He's doing an amazing job of just making sure that Train's never comfortable, you know?
Yep.
When you're not able to just breathe on the stage at all, you start to make mistakes. And we see it out here from Train. He's not exactly doing what he needs to do, right?
And he's also, like, Black Twins is playing that really awkward, like, mid-range, right outside of Samus's CQC option, but not far enough away that you can comfortably pop a missile, pop a Zair, and that also happens to be, right, the perfect range for Pyra's sword, Mythra's sword, and Pyra being slower. Well, if she plays in that range, it doesn't matter, and she can find stocks just like that one.
Yeah, all it takes is like a couple stray hits, and they're pretty much dead. So Black Twins with a very strong lead to start this off, and you know, I'm realizing that he's playing Pyra and Mythra with this skin because they're wearing black and they're low-key twins.
True.
And I don't know if that's intentional, but
it's gotta be, right? Like, it's gotta be. And you know what is definitely intentional? The way this ledge trapping has gone. He is playing on this game on reaction so consistently. Finally, Train, right, gets back without an extended sequence. Still taking 43 for it. Still trying to find that first stock. But Black Twins' ability, even on the reversal, to just immediately take stage control. And Train is seeding it by trying to find that space to work with as Samus. But then Black Twins just holds it and keeps Train in the corner over and over, playing around these platforms again beautifully. It's just so hard for Train to find any opening right now.
Yeah, it's got to be difficult having your opponent at such a high percent and you're really not able to touch him. Like, we're so far into this game and Train's just now taking his first stock.
Right. We are literally, as you said, so far in this game, halfway through the match timer, and you start to see, right, missing the rolling bomb, that down B there, trying to drop it off ledge, but instead getting caught on the edge, allowing Black Twins back for free. And exactly what you were saying before about that smothering, right? Not being able to get comfortable, making mistakes, and we're really starting to see that come to a head as Train tries to claw this one back, but it's starting to get out of reach.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard. Just as a player in general, Black Twins is one of those people that just lives forever. You know, he's the king of extra credit. He's always in for office hours, things like that. So that guy's going to live to 100 plus pretty much every stock, unless you force him to die. I've seen his Pichu live to like 200, so it's going to be rough.
Yeah, catching Train with an up air there, it wasn't going to do it that up tilt not either. People sometimes forget how heavy Samus is just because she is floating, but the side B gonna maybe do it. No, not quite. Great DI to the top corner, still having to find the way out of the corner. Train at 177, the up B gonna rack on some damage. Can he finally find a corner situation to his advantage? No, he can't. Keeping himself there, stuck under the platform. The bomb is gonna allow him a way out. I love that, to keep Black Twins grounded there and maybe give himself one more chance.
For sure. Black Twins is playing with house money right now, honestly, and I think you can see it in his play. Yeah,
Yep, and the hits on Monover, but surviving again. Train's DI has been on point. He hasn't really found the opportunities, right? The openings to win neutral, and finally a Mythra up air. Not the up air you'd expect to take a game, but that's the one we're gonna see. 188. Nobody's living that one.
No, nobody's living that. I probably would.
Maybe DK.
But
okay, see me after. Who do you play?
Bowser.
You know what? Yeah, I can see you.
Bowser with lead shoes too. So
Snake might survive that one because he just pulls a grenade, changes the knockback trajectory.
True. Most people wouldn't though, and like I was saying before, most people can't really step to Blacktwins in bracket, you know?
And honestly though, Train's DI has been insane.
Of course.
His ability to, you normally see even top players, right, get caught by DI mix-ups, get caught out by some of these weird hitboxes on Aegis with those hits on modifiers. But Train has been on point and has really managed to stretch these stocks to their maximum. If he can find a couple more openings, he has a real opportunity here to bring this to a game number 3.
It's definitely possible, right? I think that Train just, like you said, he needs to get his chances. That entire game, he was on the back foot pretty much the entire time, right? So once you start getting in that hole, it's really hard to get out of, especially against Blacktwins.
And because of how vertical Blacktwins was going with those kills last game, right, we see the Town and City counter effect, a little bit more space for Train to work with here on stage. The shorter side blast zones can be very good for Samus, right? Your fair, your back air, your nair, your charge shot going to kill sooner, but also so's a lot of Aegis' tools, right? And so you have to be very careful. The platform ledge, very good for Samus as well, also good for Aegis, so definitely a counter pick that could backfire, but I completely understand his reasoning for taking this here.
I agree, and the crazy thing about this is it's not just the fact that Blacktwins' offense has been going nuts so far in this set. Train really hasn't been able to get any of his real combo starters, like that sort of kind of charge. Oh no, yeah, you're dead.
Yeah, you're dead. Smash. See ya, dude. That was crazy.
Like when a guy is moonwalking through every charge shot you shoot, and he's doing that to you, what do you do?
Yeah, and I mean, exactly. Like Blacktwins' movement and that range he's played in has made it so difficult. Oh, not just from an offensive standpoint, right? But it amplifies the defense that Blacktwins is able to play because he just, by playing in that range, right, limits the options. The speed of Aegis is just very hard for Samus to kind of keep up with. Yeah. And that plus foresight and with the very clean movement Blacktwins has had has made it very, very hard for Train to pin him down. Getting caught in the corner again, an early percent lead you would think if you weren't looking at the stocks, and Blacktwins trying to just bring this to another 3-stock lead, making this look like round 1 pools right now.
Yeah, Blacktwins is really cooking right now. I think this is about what I expected. No disrespect to Train, obviously, but this matchup seems really difficult, and you combine that with the fact that Blacktwins is playing it really, really well. Oh, yeah. You probably... No!
Wow, at the F smash and turn, I see you.
And the teabags.
Yeah, tactical crouch there in the moment, and the F-Dog gonna bring it back. These two players feeling each other, having some good humor. You see the laughs in the player cams.
They're all having fun, you know?
Absolutely, right? That is what this event is about. We're in one big celebration and having a blast doing it. Right now, though, Train just trying to find a way down, and I gotta wonder about the Dark Samus counter pick instead of the Samus pick, right? Like, I know most players favor one or the other, but Samus's movement is a little bit stronger, which seems really integral in this matchup.
Yeah, I'm wondering if just for Train it really doesn't make that much of a difference. Like you said, though, it would be nice to just have a little bit more speed.
Yeah,
a little bit. Can't outspeed that.
Say a little bit more speed, a little bit better hurtbox shifting.
Yeah.
The charge shot height difference doesn't really matter. The roll difference doesn't really matter in this matchup.
It's a bad roll regardless.
Don't tell the Samus players. Don't tell them that.
I don't care. Yo, Samus players, if you're watching, you know, your roll sucks. Honestly, I've seen it.
Listen, might I recommend playing Little Mac, a character with a fantastic roll.
Fantastic roll and KO punch.
Speaking of characters with bad rolls, shout out to Aegis.
Wow.
Unless I get foresight.
Yeah, that Mythra roll with the foresight.
Foresight is great. If you don't get foresight and just get your roll, it's not that good.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. But we're on Battlefield.
Yeah, we're going to Battlefield, and this is an interesting counter. I think I like it, but it also is so hard to land against Mythra on this stage. that you're taking the risk of, like, if you win neutral, right, this stage can be really good for Samus, but how do you land against this character here? Normally platforms help, but Mythra's so fast, he can trap your landing so consistently.
Yeah, Train's sort of opting to try using mix-ups using the charge shot just to try and get like some sort of movement in the neutral, right? But didn't really work out too much. Blacktwins is just right there.
And did you see the floatiness there on that pivot shield?
Yes.
Just sliding forward a little bit, taking a little extra space, but the foresight gonna bring it back. Finally, though, a charge shot to get off ledge, and these aggressive options gonna allow Train a way back to stage, trying to hold on to this early lead, playing incredibly defensive now, and this tri-plat layout really working out for him, giving him those options to mix his movement a little bit more on that vertical axis. And while risky, so far Blacktwins hasn't been able to consistently pin him down in the same way.
Yeah, Train's doing a much better job of just being able to play the game against Pyra, honestly, and Mythra too. It's really unfortunate. Oh no, you're dead.
No, you are not. Again, perfect eye to that corner.
Let me not.
Like, that was crazy. And the up throw, Samus is floaty, dude. You're not going to get that at there. It's not true anyways. It's getting away, and the charge out going the wrong direction. Thankfully, not going to matter, but still so close and yet so far. Our great little bomb movement there to create some pressure, but getting caught by the tip of the up air. And just like that, despite how fantastic Train has played so far, he still loses the first stock.
Yeah, and that's a bit of a heartbreaker there because, like you were saying, Train really did have a great start here. I think this might be where things fall apart if he doesn't take this stock early.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think this is like the time that this next 30 seconds is going to decide the match. Like, being at 50, I was going to say if he gets to 65, 70, I think it starts to get a little way, and there's the 65 stuck in the corner again. Gonna find the fair, but that's not going to do too much against Aegis across stage.
No!
And fun fact, that move's tip in the game tips is that how big it is. Like Mythra, or Pyra's thing, like Mythra's like, oh, she's fast, she has good frame data, she's got foresight.
Yeah.
Pyra's is, her F smash is huge.
It is. That's a big F smash. I think anybody would be proud of that, honestly. I don't think Train really wanted this to happen. I feel like this is just one of those sets where you go out and you get punched in the face and there's nothing you can do about it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like this set started off so well too. But I think exactly what you were saying, right, where he lost that first stock and it kind of just like the impact that has on your mental after how dominant the first two games were, and then you're like, okay, I finally have a lead, I can stabilize, and right as you feel like you have it, Blacktwins yanks the rug out from under you, trying to do so here, just close it out at ledge, and Train just saying, see ya. You know what, let's go have some fun and losers.
Yeah, let's go have some fun and losers. Let's go ruin somebody's day, you know?
Meanwhile, Blacktwins